We're back, everybody, with I think everyone's new and most favorite segment that we call Barraging Blake.
Uh-oh.
In this segment, we will get Blake Meyer in the hot seat to give his hot takes about whatever we feel like throwing at him.
We said no Reinhardt, no Levia, no problem. We're going to get brute cards in there one way or another. Just jam somebody's face on it and make it a segment.
And the question always after every game is, so did we have fun?
Because I think a lot of people that are in the lower brackets today were like, oh, well, I played my hard matchup. They got the nuts, and I was done in 3 rounds. Are we having fun? No. Let's get some nerfs. Let's get some buff. I guess you can't buff cards in in cards.
Yeah.
Maybe on the
just send
Marvel
everybody
Snap
a card to replace the one they have.
Yeah. So this is Barraging Blake. What's going to happen here is the guy in the booth with us, Justin, he's going to do his dead level best to ruin my day. So let's see.
Let's see what happens. First up, we've got, a classic pair. It's like a fine meal and then, the matching drink you paid extra for. It's belittle and minnowism.
Right. I haven't seen these cards before. Let me read them real quick. Oh, wait. It's every single deck ever that it doesn't make sense to put it in. Has to put it in. This is back whenever I was playing Icelander before Wounded Bull got there. We're not talking about Wounded Bull, but belittle minnowism is so annoying because it's a thought process of I'm an aggro deck. I'm tired of getting frostbite. What can I do? What can I do? Oh, I can play 3 red belittles and 3 yellow belittles and just go get a minnowism at any time. Go get a blue card. I get an extra card in my hand. It replaces itself. I'm pitching one. It's actually like belittle says -2 for 3 is kind of how the math works. I swing an Ember Blade without trying.
It's basically the pyramid scheme of Flesh and Blood.
And what's BS about it is everyone says, well, and whenever you try to have an intelligent conversation with a Ninja player, I don't recommend it. They will say, well, Blake, you have to have belittle minnowism or you auto lose to Icelander. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't play 4 decks that auto lose to all the other people. And it's like auto losses are a thing in Flesh and Blood. Gym ID has to be on your side to get to a top table, or you play some like you play Starvo, you play some Living Legend deck. Like, I was playing Icelander into a, whatchamacallit, Prism meta. That was an auto loss. I literally, anytime I played a Prism, I was like, you win. I'm not even allowed to do that.
He would just leave
I'm admitting
and go
this
get food.
now. I would leave to go get food.
Come back.
I don't want to play Prism as Icelander because it's a non-contest. And so to say, oh, well, ninjas need belittle minnowism or it's a non-contest, duh, I want that to happen.
But Blake, they both block for 2.
They both block for 2. You're never going to use them to block. There's no point in bringing out the block value of a card if you're always going to play it to attack. That is it. Yes, sometimes doesn't matter. You're never going to block with Plunder Run. Who cares about the block value on that card? You're going to jam it in Arsenal. You're going to flip it over. It's going to do some. Same thing with belittle minnowism. It's just time to attack, and not care. Grab a blue. I'm going to keep going. Boom, 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 boom. It replaces itself 3 times.
So on a scale from like 1 to Starvo, where do you put belittle and minnowism?
I would say this is aggravating, and I have wanted to ban this card for about 3 months. So I would put this as in a not a blood rush bellow, but a angry clearing bellow.
Nice.
If we're sticking to our brute thing.
So just ban it. Just get rid of it.
Just ban it. I think it's interesting, too, because it made it into Viscerai, which you're just like, bro, you do so much cool stuff. Why are you trying to do this?
That was a hoax. I think that was a hoax that some people perpetrated that it didn't need to be. It was just...
I'm glad it never made it into Dash. That's a thing where, like, at least the deck builders weren't doing that.
I did try to put it in my Dromai Talishar Transmogrify deck, but that was just bad choices all around. So don't do it. Just forget these cards exist, and Blake will tolerate you. So next up, what do we got? Oh, this is we're just going we're going for the whole state of Arizona.
Wow.
Let's talk about Mexican food in Arizona. I've never had the pleasure of getting any.
There's a reason why Alex Vore is good at playing Kano, because he is not going to eat outside of his house, because there's no way it's better than inside his lean cuisine that he could put in his microwave. Because I went to this place, everything I went there, it was called the White House. It wasn't even called Casablanca or whatever. It was in the middle of kind of like, you got to be a little bit older to live there, 55 plus communities. But every single person there was 18 to 20 that worked there. And I was
trespassed into a 55 plus community.
I was visiting an aunt. She's lovely. She was like, let's go to the Mexican restaurant. The margarita was a margarita barely, and I got the flavor. You could see the like drip they put in there and literally only stirred once. And I was like, why is there a swirl in my mango margarita?
That's the mango.
My aunt got a wet burrito type thing, like smothered burrito. It was cheddar cheese slice melted on top, and it was called fundito. What is it? Pollo fundido? And I was like, the next day she was like, do you want my leftovers? And I was like, no. No. Was the food I had good? No. It was just a little more palatable. That's a good word to use for Mexican food in Arizona. I don't know. Maybe there's other places in Arizona that are good to eat at.
I feel like you're judging the whole state on one restaurant, which is
probably
rough to do.
Yeah.
Because, I had a wonderful Mexican food meal in Alabama, of all places.
Nice.
And it was the only reason I signed up for Yelp with an account to write a review, 5 stars. I'm probably chotting it on there. You can go read it. I put a lot of effort into it.
That's not how I felt.
That's not how Blake felt. He deleted Yelp from his phone and forgot what Mexican food was. I'm sure Arizona, you've got some better food. I've heard they've got really good pizza out there in Phoenix.
Kind of hard to mess up pizza. That makes sense.
Well, apparently it is the best pizza in the world, according to Chef's Table on Netflix. And it's
Netflix
a show.
has
so
never been wrong about anything.
Netflix is not wrong. It looked good. So, Bianco Pizza, shout out to you.
Netflix pride till I die, dog.
We love...
You worked for Netflix recently, too. Don't talk about it.
Let's not talk about work. Next on our segment, Barraging Blake. We've got the sweet, cool, awesome, amazing assassin hero, Arachne. Sorry. Oh, wait. No, we've got an update coming. Dromai's here. Dromai's here
this is hateful.
To win 57-0. Is that a typo? How do you even get 17 extra life?
So I was playing Arachne for about 3.5 weeks. I was loving them. I 4-0'd my first. I put it on my Twitter. I was like, girl, I have cracked this list. It's fatigue Arachne. There's the only way to play it. Don't play it aggressive. You're an idiot. I was like, I'm so smart. This is the first thing I've cracked since Icelander Blitz forever ago. I was feeling so good. And I heard about maybe the Dromai matchup's bad because you don't have natural 6s and you got to do stuff. And it was like, can't be that bad though. Like, it's an exaggeration. And then somebody that's in our community, he played, what is her name? Dromai? And like, she's such a non-factor in the meta normally because there's nobody in the top 8 here. But I was like, how bad can the Dromai matchup be? And he played 3 sigils, so there's 9 points of health.
Okay, that's not. Let me write that down.
So how much is left? 8?
Yeah, 8
and
more
then
health.
He played 2 yellow. Well, I guess that's the only kind there are. Toma Findale.
Ooh.
And he gains 8 more from that. I did not do a single point of damage because I was trying to... I'm playing fatigue. I'm trying to fatigue the dragons. The dragons stay out. You can't really... I was like, okay, I have 2 Findle's Fighting Spirit in here to block and gain a health. These are my poppers. I had Command and Conquers. Just wasn't drawing them. I think he got the dragon out. What's the one? The Dominate? No, Dominia.
Dominia. Banish a card from hand.
She's a loser card. Like, banish a card from hand, banish all my stuff. This is long-winded. It was so frustrating that it made me stop playing this hero. I was feeling so good. And it literally, like, I need at least 15 cards. It's a non-game that I wish would happen to Fi of not get out. I can't play Belittle Minnowism to get rid of 57 damage from Dromai. What is my Belittle Minnowism in Arachne? Can we have that in Outsiders? Is that a thing that's coming?
Spider's Bite, man. They're good.
Spider's Bite kills 1 Ashwing, and then it's like, cool. here's Kyloria, here's this, Chromai, Yindarai, and you're just like, well, I'll block one of these. Somebody was trying to play Arachne with me. I don't know if you know him. We'll leave him unnamed. He was like,
I don't know.
He was like, oh, I lost to him 36-0. I was talking so much mess of like 36-0. Did you even try? Did you even try? And he was one table over, not paying attention. And like to save myself some skin in the game, I asked the person I was playing against. I was like, can we click the minus health button on your side 23 times so it looks like I did better than that guy? Because I don't want to lose this bat. Like,
did he let you do that?
One thing I'm telling brand new players in our community, I'm saying to people, I'm like, try out Flesh and Blood. My favorite thing is you never lose 40-0. It's always, you get to the end of the game, it's 1-1, maybe 10-1 at tops. And I guess I didn't lose 40-0, but 57-0 is like... Yeah. If that happened to me in my first armory, I would quit the game immediately.
That might be like a record of some kind.
I hope somebody lost more than this. Maybe there was some big, I guess you can't even do what's the $500 Heart of Final doesn't get you in this way because you're already ahead on life. But it was kind of like, should I stop playing this game completely? Should I reevaluate my life? If I spent all this time at armories and the gym, would I be a married man by now? What can I do to improve my life? Because losing to Ash Artist 57, I don't respect this hero. I really don't. So to lose that badly was something where I was like, great. Because all my heroes, like I lost to Dromai, the Calling as Reinhardt finally, and that felt bad. So it was just like, all right, I put Arachne in a box and didn't touch it still.
Until March.
And it is like, oh, Stealth. Stealth's not going to do crap against the dragon. I saw that Outsider preview card. I was like, bro, what? That's not going to get rid of 7. I need the Stealth card. I need the Stealth card that comes out to say a 9 cost, 18 damage card that can't be blocked by dragons. That's what I need for Arachne for this
generic.
Matchup.
Everyone can.
There's one more?
All right.
No
Blake, don't
way.
blow your fuse yet. We've got one more.
I'm pissed.
Speakeasies. This is a hot topic because apparently there's many in LA, but you don't know about them because they're hard to find because they're secret.
Oh my god! Have you been to what we're talking about here?
No, I haven't. I don't go to bars with people.
So when you make friends in this community, you are coming at like, oh, these people enjoy the same things I do. They like cards. Some of them like board games.
One thing they like. That's maybe two things.
Maybe these people share my favorite football team.
No, that's not true.
Then you're like, I'm going to travel with some of these people. I'm going to live in hotel rooms with some of these people. But one thing I never wanted my friends to have an interest in is speakeasies. Because we went to one in San Jose. Every single bartender, no sleeves. Or what is this called? What is going on in this thing? They got vests. So anytime my bartender has vest on, it is kind of like, what are we doing here? I'm trying to drink beers, and a speakeasy is always like, oh, see.
Except for the sleeves under their vest.
I don't know.
Was it just a vest, or did they have...
They had sleeves, but it's just funny because...
They have a jacket without sleeves.
You go there, and like, we went to a place in San Jose. It's in the basement. You got to talk and go down there.
Dingy basement.
And then... Girls are wearing vests. Guys are wearing vests.
Everyone's wearing vests.
Non-gender binary vests. And it was like, this is interesting because I don't like this. And
were the drinks good?
I was there. I got some. What did I get? I was like,
did you order a beer? That's probably why you don't like it.
It was funny because I was with somebody who's allergic to peanuts, but there was a drink that had like nuts in it. And I was like, I'm not going to walk away without trying that. So I was like, stay away from me. Don't even think about
don't smell my breath.
Smelling my breath. I don't know how that works, but speakeasies are not for me. But it's one of those things where, oh, you have interests, and I like you guys enough to try this out. But speakeasies down, sports bars, yes. Non-bread, what's that non-bread cheesy thing? King's Road. Let's go to one of those. If they have vests, I'm out.
So there you go. That's Barraging Blake. Thank you, Blake. I'm sorry.
I've got opinions on cards and restaurants.
He's got opinions on opinions.
Yeah.
And we will be right back with, actually not right back. We're taking a little bit of a longer break, getting ready for top 8. Give these players a little chance to eat some food. But we'll be back pretty soon with some top 8 action here at the AGE Open Series, #1 in Southern California and the world.